Yeah.
What is that? What? Who is? What is that? Oh, is that like a System of a Down or something?
One more time.
What?
You're tuned in to the motherfucking champs,
Oh,
ladies
you
and
fucking
gentlemen.
with the champs right
fucking
now.
with the champs
Are you
now.
fucking with the... Yo! Can everybody hear me all right?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to the motherfucking
Yeah,
champs.
everybody. Hey, Neal Brennan here.
That's Neal Brennan.
Champ. I'm a fucking champ.
That's
Everybody
Neal Brennan's
knows it?
voice, and there's been some discussion about whether or not it's difficult to tell the difference between Neal's voice and my voice. This is my voice now. It is Moshe Kasher coming on the mic right now. I just came on it.
I'll let you explain yourself.
Who's that? Yeah, explain yourself. To my left, we
I'll
have,
let you explain yourself.
well,
Doug,
the one
go
and
ahead.
only
That's Douggpound.
DJ
Douggpound. From
Hey,
Tim
guys.
and Eric. I don't know if we mentioned that he's from Tim and Eric.
Yeah, he's from.
I am from them.
You're
Yeah.
from them.
I'm
They
from them.
birthed you.
Yeah.
You are the editor and I think
the sound man in chief.
Writer, editor, music man.
No big deal. Just one of the probably the best edited comedy show of all time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how he feels. All right, so we've had guests. Now we have every week. Our promise to you is we will have a different black person.
I'll let you explain yourself.
Yeah.
All right, explain
So now we've had a couple. Now we've had to loosen the policy up because we were going 100% black
Bingo!
for a couple weeks, and now we've had to downgrade it.
Oh, man.
To
Neal,
not
come
downgrade
on,
it.
dude.
Look, this is the best guest we've had yet.
This is true. Here's the thing. I'm not even going to say who it is yet because it's going to be this
No,
big
it's
reveal.
but I'm
gonna
going to say who it is, even though it says it on iTunes.
gonna
Go
say
ahead.
I'm now talking to our guest. Neal has been so involved in the black community for so long that he believes, I think, that he is black.
No,
and
that's
thus
not
takes
true.
liberties that, I mean,
What?
you taking liberties, dog?
I'm not. Yo,
you taking liberties.
Straight up. I'll
Introduce
take
our
liberties.
guest.
Our guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is he's the first. You were drafted number 1, correct? Great.
Whoa.
He won't even talk. He's just nodding. He doesn't understand podcasting or anything. He doesn't. You're gonna have to talk at a certain.
He's
point.
coming up the stairs. Be cool, guys.
Is that basketball? All right.
Oh, that
here's-
is.
What is that? That's the shittiest recording of basketball I've ever heard. All right, so you were drafted number 1. Then you got hurt. You hurt yourself. You hurt yourself
At a nightclub listening
in
to
your
that
rookie
very song.
season. You sat it out. Then you came back. Your second season, which then became your rookie season, and you won the Rookie of the Year
Booyah.
and the dunk contest.
Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The one and only.
big round of sound effects from Mr. Blake Griffin.
Oh, no, it's going to be a second foul on Blake Griffin.
Wow.
That is good work.
Wow, that is a
was great.
stupid.
Doug, where'd you find that?
YouTube.
That's dope.
Here's what's great about
Blake, welcome.
Thank you.
Blake,
Thank you.
welcome
I
very
didn't
much.
realize this was a black thing.
it's not black. Look,
I
it helps.
I would have come.
You
better.
could go either
would've-
way.
I
You would
would've
not
brought
have.
up-
You would
I
not
would've-
have come to the podcast
I
at
would have
all.
brought a posse.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to
A
talk
hype
about
man.
that. Let's just get right into it.
Wait, hold on though.
What?
I want to say that, and I want you to get right into it. But I want to say, Blake, we're happy to have you because he's the most likely person to actually be a champ of all.
Of all of us, he is the champ. I also want to talk about what our plan would be if we wanted to fuck you up and how you would defend yourself.
All right.
If it was 3-on-1, you're what, 6'8"?
6'10".
6'10". 6'10". You're.
Is that even a real number? That feels fake. That feels made up.
It does feel fake. We think
Yeah.
you're
It's
lying.
close to fake.
I know that you're tall, but no
6'8".
one's ever been 6'10".
And thick. You worked out how many hours
Damn,
today?
you thick. No, for real.
4 or 5.
For real, you thick.
Thanks, girl.
Yo, straight up. Yo, you ran track before?
You got
That is
haunches.
my favorite black guy hitting on a girl line of all time. You ran track before.
Really?
I've heard that from 5 different guys. And by 5 different guys, I mean Tracy Morgan 4 different
I've
times.
never asked a girl that.
Yo, you ran track before?
No.
Have you ever told a... Have you ever...
Yo,
you know what
done
your-
squats before? Yo, you do lunges, huh?
Yo, you do...
No, you know what your
Yeah.
pickup line is? Hi, I'm Blake Griffin.
Hello. I've seen Blake
Please remove your panties.
at the club. And... Doug is trying to speak to us through swishes. That was a swish.
Swish. He's on fire.
All right, here's
My favorite black pickup line ever, and no, my favorite pickup line ever, all right, we're going to drop the race thing, is I was on Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley one time, and this guy, he was across the street, and there was this girl on the other side of the street, and he goes, "Hey, bitch!" And she goes, "Who you calling a bitch?" And he goes, "Oh, I was just playing," and she goes, "Hee, all right," and then they started just, like, talking, and he got her phone number.
damn it. That's
Hey,
the best.
bitch.
That's the best.
But what race was it?
They were black.
See,
They were black.
I want you to start living as a gay woman.
Hey, bitch.
Hey.
I want you to start living as a gay woman.
Oh, fuck.
No, Blake, what's the best-
Blake, why? Here's what I don't understand. Because we worked together on the ESPYs. We shot a sketch in which you were fantastic.
thank you.
And then I saw you at the ESPYs again. We've texted. You seem to, not only do you not have a posse, you don't even seem to have like an agent. You don't even seem to have really a friend.
I actually have nothing.
You don't have nothing. I can tell you one thing you have is you have a car that resembles a NBA player. When you
Yeah.
pulled up behind me, I was like, that's his car. There's no...
What kind of car do you
It's
have?
just like an enormous
Is it a Prius?
SUV with full limo tint and like it's just exactly what for the listeners, if you think NBA player car, that's what he's
Do
driving.
you regret getting a car like that?
It's an enormous basketball.
No.
You like it.
Yes. It's not that bad.
What kind of car is it?
It's not bad.
Is it a
Denali.
lack?
It's a Denali, and it's just completely black.
It's not bad at all. It's just that it's like, I mean, like I'm a comedian, so
Right.
my car obviously has
Right.
like a.
You have a- yeah,
like
you have a clown car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
Right,
I drive
right.
around in that.
Right. It's an athlete car.
For sure.
Do
Isn't
you
it?
guys? Is there like an arms race in terms of who has what kind of
Who
car?
has the most black car? Basically, slash athlete.
Doug,
same
what kind
thing.
Yeah, but we're
What kind
I
of
just-
car do
It's
you
all the
drive?
same.
Douggpound, what kind of car do you drive?
It's a Denali lowrider.
What does that mean?
It's very
black.
I dropped it.
Oh
I
shit!
dropped it.
You dropped it down to the. You dropped it down
It's
low?
about 4. It's about 3 feet tall.
That is one thing. You dropped it quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's
They
one thing
went-
that basketball players don't do is lower their cars.
They lowered
They
it too
can't.
far.
Do you only have one car?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good. Well, that's good. I mean, that's that's reasonable of you.
Yeah. I mean, there's no point in having two.
Are you thinking about getting a second one?
I'm thinking about 5 actually.
5. Start with.
You gotta go from 1 to
I'll
5.
start with 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Next stop 5.
Hello, I would like to purchase 4 vehicles.
You don't. That's what I don't understand. Is why are you? You don't seem to buy into any of this stupidity.
I'm just I'm a normal guy.
Yeah, just a but you actually are a regular guy. Like,
Yeah.
you text quickly. When we text, you're not like, yo, let me holler at you.
Yo,
Like, there's no.
Yo, I see this girl across the street. Hold on.
man.
Hey, bitch. Hey, hold up.
Yo, bitch.
Come back here.
What'd
Yo,
you say? Hey, I'm Blake
just
Griffin.
playing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. Hey.
You want to jump in my all black car?
You know what I noticed about Blake Griffin
Go.
What's that?
is that he doesn't have you don't really have a nickname, do you?
No, not yet. So
Well,
if we
ooh,
could
I feel like
we could
Doug's about to
brainstorm.
give it.
Boom. You got some ideas?
I wrote
but
some
let's-
ideas down if you want to hear them.
Hell yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm going to lead you into it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Douggpound.
There's a lot of them here. So
Nah.
we don't.
Yeah,
Ladies
don't
and
get
gentlemen,
too big
DJ
into yourself.
Douggpound presents
Just-
Blake Griffin's nickname picker.
How about Blaking Bad? How about Blake Man Dunketh?
What does that mean? Blake
The Iceman coming.
Oh, no, I get it, but that's all it means.
What do you mean he dunks?
Blake
dunks.
Van Dunketh. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not too complicated.
No, but I felt like there was a second deeper meaning.
The Pizza Man.
talk
You
about
deliver like.
Oh, that's awful.
Because we got the mailman.
Well, you
Yeah.
deliver faster than the mailman.
You
30 minutes.
deliver in 30 minutes or less?
Okay.
All right.
Dwayne the Blake Griffin.
That's dedicated to The
How
Rock.
about Blake Ye West? This is just a remix of the others.
Give yourself a
We
sound
got some-
effect after each of these. Maybe a swish.
Okay, wait. Where's that swish at?
There it is.
That wasn't. All right.
Jesus. Go ahead. Keep going.
Dr. G.
Dr. G. Okay.
Just Dr. G. It's
Let me ask you a question. How long did it take you to come up with this?
Are you impressed or unimpressed?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
How about the sandwich artist?
Like Subway?
The sandwich artist.
Okay.
That you promoted Subway, right?
Yeah, I like Subway a lot.
Are you a spokesperson?
Yeah, if you want to come down to one of the great stores in the metro area,
Any metro area?
$5 foot
The metro area.
The metro area.
Listeners in South Korea, sir. So
Do you know where you are right now? You're in a metro area.
Yeah.
you fucking with the metro area?
The Underblake. How about the Underblaker?
I like the underblaker.
Underblaker.
The
It's kinda
Underblakers.
tough.
Blake, why? I was going to introduce you like you're a fighter, but I guess that doesn't make sense.
Well, what did that? Didn't you tell me a commercial guy had some awful nickname
Oh,
for you?
yeah. What was it? Grizzy. What did I tell
You
It
Grizzy
was-
Griff?
It was supposed to, yeah, Grizzly Griff. That was it. He was like, just
Okay.
say that. No.
Yeah, they wanted him to say
Do
that
you
in a
want a
commercial.
nickname?
Kind of.
I think
You do.
how about
Kind of.
How about
Walk
big-
us through your nickname. You're thinking on why you want one, why you don't want one.
Just because everybody has one.
Right. Yeah, but not really.
The ones that people have come up with have been pretty bad, to be honest.
The
Not
Underblaker?
before today.
Before
Shake.
Douggpound got in the mix.
I'm trying to think. Oh, the Rim Reaper.
The Rim Reaper?
That was one.
I think that could be my nickname because I eat ass, son. I eat ass.
That's true, yo.
Rim Job Reaper.
I know that to be the
Dog,
truth.
Neal, do not eat a hamburger while we're recording. Blake,
I figured-
another ongoing theme of this podcast is that Neal does errands while we're recording the
He
podcast.
waited till we got on to
Because
eat
I
that
thought
hamburger.
he was going to go on a big riff.
Well, why did you
about
have to
eating
ju-
ass.
I could have, but you
I
jumped
also
in with
felt
oh,
like-
it's true that he don't eat that herb.
I also
It
felt
sounded
like
like you
if
had
I
my
threw
ass in your mouth.
No, well,
while
that's
you
what I was going
on it.
for until you called it. We
You could have
just-
let me keep going with my names.
Go for it.
Oh, Jesus.
How many more do we got?
You know what? We have to drive all the
Blake's-
way out here.
Blake's not happy.
You
so
should. We don't have
Blake
time.
lives
to eat.
out
I'm
here. Me and
impressed
Blake
that he
live out
thought
here.
about that.
Ballers
Yeah.
live by the beach.
All right, what else you got?
Okay. The Big Ginger.
The Big Ginger. I like that one.
But see, I don't know.
Don't play dubstep. Just don't play dubstep.
It's
What do you-
dubstep.
You get to pick.
What about Sonny G?
I get to pick at the
Wait,
end of the day
yeah, yeah.
like Sonny
Wait, why
G?
don't you like the ginger one?
because I'm not a true redhead.
Oh, interesting.
But you are.
It's
Just
red
step out of the
enough,
light.
though.
You're
It's
pretty
pretty
red.
red.
You're redder than anyone I know.
How about Pretty Red?
That sounds like a pimp.
Pretty red. That, that,
bitch, it's pretty red.
Hey, I'm pretty red. bitch.
it's pretty red coming
y'all-
at you.
y'all
Pretty
know-
Red. I think I like Pretty Red the best.
I do actually like pretty red too.
Okay.
And
How about, well, how about,
go ahead,
I
Blake.
like the Big Ginger.
How about simply red? Oh, that's the
Oh my gosh! I just
Come on, Neal. Come on. They can hear you like the meat
munch.
break.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to introduce them to a vegan lifestyle.
They can
Guys,
hear. Could you? I want people to email us at emailthechamps@gmail.com and tell me if you could hear when Neal bit into the hamburger.
No,
so Blake, I noticed that you. Oh wait, Doug, I don't want to cut you off. Are
It's
you,
okay.
I noticed that you have the.
you're waving the white
Kind
flag.
of used to it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you. You and I, if you listen to the tapes, you and I just ramble on, and then he gets in. He'll wait and wait and wait, and then say something funnier than both of us.
True. Blake
Thank
just
you.
left. No, Blake
Yeah,
just left.
no,
he just
that was
walked away
Blake
with his
leaving. That was Blake
basketball.
leaving. Blake,
He's
come
like, I'm
back.
out.
Look, I'll text you.
Blake, okay. Here's a question. I noticed that you have the hologram balance
Power
situation.
balance.
Tell me, do you believe in it? Oh, wait. Are you a spokesperson for that too?
Is it magnets?
Okay, then I
He's
won't.
giving us the
I
magnet.
won't give
the
you.
look.
I won't. Okay, but how does is it?
But seriously,
I'm
you know
interested
it's
in it.
bullshit though,
No,
right?
No,
I
stop.
mean,
I'm interested in
If
it.
you
What-
guys want some, you can find them in the metro area.
Oh, it's metro area. He's on fire.
I don't. Yeah, they work.
I once did the thing. You know the trick they do? I'm not the trick. The demonstration.
The balance
The
thing.
balance. That shit blew my mind.
Oh, the thing where they push one arm down.
Dude, it
and
was
one-
crazy.
Yeah, no, I do that.
So
It's crazy.
basically, they come up to you, for the listeners who don't know, they come up to you, they're like, I got this hologram. And then they're like, do this thing, and they make you balance on one leg and put your arm straight out, and then they push down on one arm, and you immediately fall over. Then they put a hologram in your hand, and they do the trick again, and you don't fall over. And I'm a cynic, dude. I don't believe in shit like
Right.
that.
Then the third
See, like,
test is one of their friends will like get down behind you and they'll push you.
That's right.
And you fall
And you fall over and you go, whoa.
like you're in 8th
and
grade.
then the fourth test
And then the
is-
fourth test is a field
That
sobriety test. And then you have to do the alphabet
and then
backwards.
the fifth test is Blake, the under-Blaker. Griffin.
So I fucked them.
Okay, that's the ninth test.
Now here's the thing. Moshe and Doug are not. They're not sports fans, so they kind of have never seen Blake play basketball.
I saw Blake play. I saw Blake beat the Lakers, and it was fucking. It made me a fan.
Thank you.
Well,
That was a kick-ass
That's
game.
awesome.
Of the Staples Center?
At
Made
the
you a fan of the
Staples
Staples
Center.
Center.
Oh, cool.
It made you a fan of basketball or
No,
Blake
I'm a
or the
Clippers
Staples
Clippers
Center?
Nation. Rise up! I'm all aboard, man.
It made you
on
a
board.
fan. You're a fan of LA Live till you die, right?
Yeah.
LA Live is the downtown. You guys get it.
I'm
They're
not-
in the
I'm not
Metro
that-
Center.
Yeah, it's in the metro area anyway. I am not a basketball fan. I mean, I'm not anti. In fact, I'm jealous of basketball fans. I want to be into it, but I've never gotten into it.
I feel like Blake's a good entry. Hold on, I'm going to play some video for Moshe just so we can get a sense of what this.
I feel like
what
the
this
video
guy can
won't
do.
translate on
No,
the
no,
podcast.
I don't. We'll just we can keep talking. I just want you to.
But I will.
No, go ahead, keep going.
I'll keep
Listeners,
talking.
go to YouTube.
Yeah, I went to
YouTube.com. Type in Blake Griffin. and
Type
just
in
check it out.
big, pretty ginger.
pretty
Pretty
red.
red.
Pretty red.
Red pubes Griffin.
There's a few things you can type in. You could type in a bitch. You could type in the under Blaker, or you can go
You
That's
could
the
type
thing.
it. You could also try typing in Blake 182.
Oh Jesus!
You like that
Is
one?
that you
Now
slip
you
that
got
shit
one.
in?
Blake
Just-
182?
Just
These
when
are
you
funny.
think he's done,
I got
he slips another
He's got
one in.
more.
How about Night Fever?
Night fever.
Because
What does
it's
that
like
mean?
it's like well, your initials are BG, and that's the BGs, and that's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
hit, Night Fever. So when you come out onto the court, they can
Play a
play
BG song.
Night Fever, Night.
That would be crazy if that's what.
If this was your song every time you dunked,
And you just look real serious at everybody in the front row.
all the
If
lights
this was
go
my
out.
if this was my intro song, I'd come out with like rhythmic ribbon dancing.
I would love to see that. dude.
No, is that like that? Sounds like you would have to come up with an axe. Because isn't that from The Shining?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought of a. I heard.
So I
one
think
time-
it's the same pretty
Well,
much.
all right. So Blake, when you're basketballing, okay, when you're taking the rock to the hole,
Yeah.
when you're taking the rock to the hard place. Go ahead.
when you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, no, but here's how much I want. Okay, I have a few questions.
Yeah.
When did you figure out? Holy shit! I'm like really like better at this than most people will ever be at a thing. Have you had that realization?
No, I asked.
I don't want you
a
to-
similar question.
Not in an ego way. Just like damn,
No,
I
you just go like, "Wow, this is working out great."
like for me with comedy, like the first time I tried it, I was like, wow, I'm at least better than Neal Brennan. Like I'm at least better than DJ Douggpound.
Right.
No, but seriously, when did you have that like, whoa,
I don't know if I've had that yet. There's moments where you're like, wow, that shit went well.
right?
shit
And
went-
you're on the big stage too.
Well, now I am, yeah.
Yeah.
But growing up, you know.
LA
high school,
Live.
I'm,
biggest
I'm in the metro area.
You are in the metro area.
drowning.
You are at Subway sandwiches. You are in a hologram.
You're getting
I still
hologrammed.
haven't- I still haven't had that feeling like
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
don't,
you
I
weren't
don't
you
mean
an
like I'm the
all-star?
greatest.
I wasn't okay. That was a pretty cool moment. Like
Whoa.
people always talk about the dunk contest, but
Yeah.
the All-Star game.
That was cool.
Did
When
you
when
play
got
much?
picked.
I played enough.
Wait,
Did you-
talk us through what it was like to get the call that you were going to be. Is that how it works? Do you get a call?
They
the-
announced it on TV. Actually, we were flying to Atlanta, so I missed the announcement. So when I landed, I got like a bunch of texts.
Oh, you didn't know they tell it on TV before you even find out.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Don't you guys?
Is that
can-
what happened? You're like, what?
Yeah. I got a bunch of texts. I was like,
An all-star.
Yeah, it would have been cool if they had been like, hey, bitch, you on the All-Star team.
That baby juicy taste.
Is that Macho Man?
That is not true.
Segment. Step into a Slim Jim.
Fuck yeah.
Now, did you you knew you sort of felt like maybe I'll be on it, right? The fans vote, so you know who's in the lead,
No, see, the fans vote for the starters, and then the coaches vote for the rest of the guys.
right? And you have a lot of bad blood with the coaches out there. There's a lot.
is that
of
for real?
No, it's not for
Oh,
No,
okay,
your
so here's
dad's a coach. I want to talk about that
Oh, yeah, we can get into it, but I'm just curious. I don't mean when did you realize you're one of the greatest NBA players?
of all time.
When did I realize?
I mean, when did you realize, like, holy
Oh
shit?
yeah, like I'm
my-
growing. I'm fucking huge.
not just your
okay.
not just your height, but also like I have figured out how to put my skill set together. I'm going to be a professional basketball player, maybe a great one.
It was one of those early dunks when you like jumped over someone's head.
Must
right?
have been right. Like
That was
holy shit,
Mozgov.
I got power in these.
no,
hands.
but that was in the that was when you were
I was
playing.
already in the NBA.
He was already in the. We're going back further
so
than that.
we're going
Doug.
back to like high school, probably.
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably like my junior year.
So before that, you were like, I love it, I'm passionate about it, but you don't know if it's going to happen.
Well, here's the thing. I played with my brother, who also got drafted
Uh-huh.
for 2 years in high school. So my freshman and sophomore year, it was like, he's the man.
Oh, right. He's your older brother?
And I was like,
How much older is he?
3 years.
Oh, okay.
And your
Two grades.
dad
Two
coached
grades.
both of
And
you?
Our dad coached both.
I relate to this so much because I have a brother that's 3 years older than me.
Right.
Same exact
So we're
thing.
in the
It's
same
the
boat.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you get it.
To be full disclosure, neither of us were drafted into the NBA.
Right.
That didn't happen for us.
But that's fine. It's still look. The night is young.
It's not about the draft.
Yeah, right. It's about
Life
It's
is
not
young.
about the
You guys
draft.
still could get drafted.
so
You don't know. With this lockout, you don't know what's going to happen.
that would be crazy. They were like, "Can you play basketball?" I'd be like, "I have played basketball."
Yes. Next question.
Okay, so you were kind of looking up to your brother and thinking he's the man, and then at one point, what happened?
You were a freshman.
well, then he
was a senior.
graduated. He graduated, went to college, and it was like, okay, it's your turn. It's your team now.
Was there a thing
It was-
where
there was
like
like a
he
passing
passed
of the
the
torch.
thing?
There was a
Like was
passing-
it? You
there
ever
was
see
a-
the original Superman with Chris Reeves?
Yeah, it was.
Was it like the
was
thing where you went to the farmhouse
and
and
fell
it was
off of a
flowing?
horse and were
we met,
paralyzed.
we met
Oh,
behind
Jesus.
the gym, which
Behind
normally,
the gym.
normally you don't want to meet another guy
No.
behind the gym. And he gave me a basketball that was on fire.
Like in NBA jams.
Yeah.
Jam.
It was actually on fire.
Oh, this is your brother coming up to you? Blake, I must speak to you. Hello, Blake. It is me, your brother.
Your brother
Take
came
this
up to you?
ball and use it.
Take this flaming ball and
As
go
a-
forth into history.
Your brother is one of those robots that they have at the beginning of the Fox thing, right?
Yeah,
The robot that
yeah,
comes
that's
out
him.
that
He
people hate.
spikes
Blake.
the ball.
Blake,
Yeah.
it's me, your brother.
But he does
Like-
play, right?
Yeah, he does.
What team is he on?
He was drafted to the Suns, the Phoenix Suns.
And he still plays
He
there?
played overseas last year.
Oh, he did. Oh, where in what country?
Belgium.
Okay, but the waffles are crazy.
Yeah.
in Belgium,
Yeah.
son.
He
I
played
can't-
for the Belgian Waffles, right? That's the name of the team.
Yeah.
And they play like the French fries.
For real talk, if I was on
And they play the German hatred for Jews.
and the Israeli matzo balls. Actually,
The German
Israel
hatred
has a
for
basketball
Jews.
team, and
Yeah.
and they did all these dudes from America come over and just smash Jewish ass all the time.
Oh, wait,
smash
the
that ass.
Jewish team.
Wait, the
Israeli
Jew-
team.
dudes-
Yeah, Maccabi
Tel Aviv.
Yeah, Maccabi Tel Aviv.
And there's another one, too.
Oh, you
actually.
know of Maccabi Tel
Yeah.
Aviv?
They're actually
We
pretty
played
big
them. We
for
played them.
international. And also, it's like there's one. Okay, look, I
They
don't.
cheated you guys out of like 40 points, right?
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
you know
gonna
what
leave.
did happen, though?
Go, no, yeah.
You know what did happen? This is ironic. During the game, they
I
got
feel like
all...
anti-Semitism coming my way.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, do
they
it
got
though.
all their money and like anything valuable stolen out of the locker room.
Did they really?
Yes.
Out of
The
your
Jews?
locker room, or
No,
they did?
Well, out of their locker room, they got all their money stolen.
All the Maccabi Tel Aviv
At,
people.
like during halftime or something.
That's
Where were you
crazy.
playing?
That's some
Staples
Jim
Center.
Carroll
At the
type
Rucker?
shit.
At Staples Center in the metro area.
That's some basketball diaries type shit.
That's some.
But it's like-
that's
but it's
some-
like-
you know what's
okay.
great about their team though? They are going like Munich. They're going to hunt the thieves down and kill them one.
This
and
is
kill-
as great an affront to our people as when the Munich Olympic team was murdered.
Yes.
When our golden coins were stolen.
Jim
during
McKay.
halftime.
Jim McKay came on the loudspeaker and said, "It's gone. All the money's gone."
Well, Blake, you know that Jews care about golden coins as much as their own lives.
I have a Jewish agent. Of
course you do.
You
financial
do?
guy.
Hold on.
Of course you do.
Hold the phone.
Wait, how did you meet this guy?
There's a Jewish
agent?
I don't know.
I don't believe you. That is the. So you really don't have. All right. So that's when you realize, like, oh,
Well, he
wait a
never
minute.
said it. When was the moment? Just
Junior
when,
year.
Like one
when your brother
specific
moved,
moment.
When your brother moved out. No,
Well, the
so
passing
you,
of the basketball
Yeah.
torch.
Yeah,
Right,
that was
there
the
was
moment.
that. Oh, how about on court?
Oh, encore. I can't really think of an exact moment. to
And
be
then
honest.
Neil, you had another question from about his brother. I'm sorry, rather about your dad. being a coach.
Do you? Do other coaches like you more because you're like a coach's kid?
I wouldn't say that. I'm not your typical coach's kid because most coaches' kids are like the small white guys. No offense to any white people.
Hey,
But-
you know what, dog?
Fuck
might be
you,
6'10",
dog.
Neil's
motherfucker,
black.
but I don't
Neil's
give a
black.
shit.
Neil's
Yo,
black.
don't be
Yeah.
coming into my house talking about I'm 5'11", 153.
Ooh, this. Oh, Neil,
Motherfucker,
Neil,
what?
Neil. Take Blake and get him out of here right
Yo.
now before I
Hey,
fucking
dog,
act an
can I
ass
speak
up
to
in
you?
here. I don't want to act an ass up in here.
Hey, dog. Hey, dog. Ooh.
You might have a full foot on me, dude, of pure muscle.
Of pure muscle. Either way, lengthwise and widthwise, you have a full foot.
Ooh, this Blake Griffin, no Simply Red did not up in my motherfucking house.
Simply red.
Pretty red.
Pretty red. Detroit red.
Yeah, so about
most coaches' kids are like, well, they're
Nerdy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they're like the good shooters. Like that's
It's
just
3
not
point.
me.
They're marksmen.
grab that mic, man. Put that.
I'm sorry
yeah.
about
no,
that.
don't
Yo.
be sorry. I mean, I feel
Yo,
bad. I'm
yo,
telling you,
grab that shit.
you're like an NBA star, and I'm like, hey, man, put the mic up to your fucking mouth, dude.
Yours is a little
Learn how
too
to
close,
talk.
though.
But you know what's interesting about this
Who's?
to me, Blake, is that
Mine?
I like, because I'm not a basketball fan, I feel like I don't have an image of you and so I can just we can just sort of.
You,
I'm not
you know,
getting to know
he's
you.
one of the few people that just sees Blake.
You're just
He
Blake to
doesn't
me,
see
man.
the NBA guy. Don't you see? You're just a gargantuan, hulking maniac with beautiful red flowing hair
and a flaming basketball.
and a flaming basketball and a dad who tells you what to do.
Tough guy.
And a tough guy.
So all right, so you're not the typical coach's kid. So what's your dad? Your dad's black, your mom's white, right?
Yeah, that's correct.